December 29th here in southern Ontario, Canada. So if you're following what's happening in UK politics, a little background is necessary here. The UK populace got tired of the Conservative Party. Had they been in power for 12, 14 years? Long time anyways. They had 8 different leaders during that time, but let's just stick to Boris Johnson for a moment. Boris is a WEF member, a Young Global Leaders graduate. So following the WEF edicts, the UK has problems with all of the usual WEF problems. Mass migration, finances, green initiatives, and so on. Anyways, the average UK citizen pays 5 times as much for energy costs as a US citizen. Not exactly a level playing field on the international picture there, right? So currently the press pundits are saying, well, Boris kind of, he had this pretty young wife who is a Greta Thunberg fan, I guess. I can't put a face to her, whatever. I don't vote in the UK. I'd say he was following his daddy Klaus's stuff more than his wife's as far as solar panels and all that malarkey and goes. So anyways, the UK populace, tired of the Conservative Party, voted in the Labour Party, heavily sponsored by the labour unions, and got Keir Starmer, who said, well, I'll cut back on the migration and I'll cut back on the spending, and then did the exact opposite on both counts, because he's a Young Global Leaders graduate and an active status WEF member. I did a video on him. I haven't got my notes. I forget what year he attended the Young Global Leaders program. Excuse me. Doesn't matter. Hence, out of the fry pan into the fire. Now, we come to Nigel Farage and the Reform Party, which seems to be polling well and getting new members, as people are sick of this Keir Starmer and his WEF policies pretty hard and fast, I gather, from what little I followed it. But there's also a resurgence in popularity for the Conservative Party, who is led by Kemi Badenoch. Am I pronouncing that right? WEF member, Young Global Leaders graduate, active status. Right there. Check it out. Check it out in the site. So we got Starmer, who said publicly on the record that his loyalties are to the World Economic Forum above that of the UK. And another WEF member, this Kemi individual, and then we have Nigel Farage, of the Reform Party, who I cannot find having anything to do with the World Economic Forum. So there you go. If you're in the UK, spread the word, I'd say.